Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 77, recorded in the DeFont Leroy Recording Studios in Sarasota, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary, up in Rhode Island. Good evening, Gary.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
That's good. What's new in your neck of the woods?
Not too much. We're watching some YouTubes this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called the Orient Express. They were on a train. It cost $4,500 per person for a 24-hour trip, and it ended in France. And one night it's 24 hours for $9,000 for two. They were going to dinner, and he wore a black tie. And I told Susie that I need a tuxedo.
Just in case you get invited on the Orient Express?
And then the YouTube video got paused, and I'm like, oh, here we go. She's like, what the F do you need a tuxedo for? You don't need to wear it to Topolino's, which I thought was valid.
I mean,
the guy just
you could get away with it.
He tied it too. Like, I don't want the clip-on like you did for prom and your wedding.
Yeah, of course.
I want that tie, don't you? You said you wouldn't go tuxedo with me.
No, I would not. But you're
what about
right.
When we get our first Patreon member?
Oh, maybe. There is something like about the untied bow tie that looks classy. Like the end of the night, you got your feet up, you're smoking a cigar, and you have the untied bow tie. That doesn't work with a clip-on. You can't just like take the clip-on off and throw it on the table.
Yeah. Yeah, because the untied bow tie just looks like you're just exhausted and you just went balls out all day.
Right, exactly.
Like, we could do that at the member guest for the dinner.
Yeah.
When we all go outside and the guys smoke cigars and drink cognacs, we could just undo our ties.
Undo the bow tie.
Just blistered 106 out there.
What's new in your neck of the woods? Anything exciting and fun?
No, nothing much.
I hear you. Should we get into the topic this week, or is there anything you want to discuss beforehand?
No, I think we're good. I'm ready to dive in.
All right.
We were talking on our social media, Facebook, DVC Addicts, our Facebook group, talking about the new year and what people wanted us to talk about. So we got a couple show ideas. So I figured, why wait? Let's just jump right into it, right?
Absolutely.
It's a new year. Our friend with two first names had a good show suggestion. Clint Robert.
Oh, you got it right. There you go.
You know what's funny? When you corrected me, it completely cut it out. I couldn't find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is weird.
I don't know if our virtual assistants, like, are just cutting it out at midnight when I'm in bed, just cutting out certain things that they didn't think people would want to hear. But you corrected me on how to pronounce Robert's last name. I'm going to continue calling it Robert because Robert is just...
That's funny. Maybe it thought like the AI editor was like, well, he's correcting him, so they don't want to hear him being wrong on the show. Meanwhile, that's 90%
I didn't even
show.
have the advantage to keep it in. I mean, it was gone.
Just gone, scrubbed from the internet.
Gone.
That's scary. What else are they scrubbing? I got to start listening to our shows, seeing what else they're editing out.
When was the last time you listened?
I listened to about half of the show 2 or 3 weeks ago. The one about New Year's Eve.
And what happened? Why'd you only get through half? Were you just irritated?
Yeah, it's not enjoyable. It's not a good show for me. I've already heard it. I was part of it.
You ever go back and listen to 000?
No, I can't do that. It's too bad.
It's gotten a lot better.
I don't know if it's gotten a lot better, but it's not as bad as that.
I'll go back every once in a while if I mean, you got to spin for like 15 minutes to get back to our original episode. We had the Disney background music. I had my, you told me I needed to get like a headset, so I went to Office Max and got like an $11.99. It looked like the old school operators from the compact Resale computer.
You have the microphone in front of your mouth.
It was like in front of me. Air traffic controller. Delta 1753.
And now look where we are.
I've got boom microphone. I've got my soundboard over here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a full effects studio. I've got the colored lights in the background.
And all that and $3 will buy you a coffee, Mike.
That will. You're exactly right.
So what did Clint have to say? What was his idea for the show today?
He wanted to talk about a split stay. 2 different split stays. One park heavy and one non-park. And it was going to be a 6-day trip divided by, or a 7-day, 6-night divided by 3 nights per resort. So a true 3-night split stay.
So he basically wants to talk about what we think would be the best resorts for a split stay that's going to be going, open to close, rope drop to close parks, and one where you're just enjoying the resorts.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we could talk about it because this is the kind of stuff. Although you might not be as capable on doing the parks one. That's outside your wheelhouse.
Yeah, don't go to parks.
But do you want to start off?
And I'm looking at other contracts too.
Just in case.
We can get into that discussion because this might be short. We've got a discussion about contracts. Have you noticed there's a fire sale out there?
Well, I told you that was going to happen. As soon as all those resale people got back from their 2-week vacation on the holiday, they were going to have a backlog of contracts to throw up there in early January.
Yeah, we'll finish with that. We can put that on. Now, what do you say that? What do you say when somebody asks you for a raise? What's the term? We'll put that on the.
Oh yeah, we're going to put that on the back burner for right now.
Yeah, we'll table that.
We'll put a pin in that.
Is it a pin too?
Yeah, we could put a pin in that.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah, we'll put.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back to that one in quarter 2.
You want me to start off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Circle back up. One of the best ones was Susie. It's about finding the right seat on the bus for you. I'm like,
oh.
Have you heard that one?
No, that's a new one. I'm gonna have to start. You want
to take time? You want to write that down real quick?
Yeah. The right seat for the bus. I like that. I'm so dumb.
I'm going to remember to hit the cough, Mike.
Did you want to start off with the parks or the non-park split stay here?
Let's do the park split stay because I really don't have any interest in this discussion. I want to get back to the non-park stays. You understand,
I do
don't
understand, yeah.
Okay. You want me to start?
I can go. You want me to go? I don't care.
You go ahead.
All right, so for a split stay for the parks, for DVC, I think I'm going to start off, believe it or not, at the Magic Kingdom area because I want to end on a high note. Get Magic Kingdom out of the way. It's not my favorite. I'll just get it out of the way. So you got a lot of choices over there, but I'm going to go with Bay Lake Tower. I think that gives you the best advantage for Magic Kingdom. Being able to walk, it's the closest newly refurbished rooms in Bay Lake. You can go back and forth a bunch of times without missing out if you want during the day. I think that's kind of a no-brainer to start for me. Plus, it's one on our short list that we haven't stayed at yet that we really want to get in there soon. And then I'm probably going to switch over to... I'll do Beach Club for Epcot area.
Okay.
Take advantage of that, being so close to Epcot. Hop on the Skyliner, go over to Hollywood Studios as well. Do those two. So I think that's a good split.
You know, you're not a huge fan of the Beach Club.
No, but the proximity to Epcot is second to none. It's not that I don't like Beach Club, I just don't love the rooms.
Okay.
Again, nothing bad with the rooms, but they're just not my favorite.
Okay.
You know what I think it is? I think there's not a lot of great views at that resort.
They're all just a regular resort view.
Right, you're either looking out at the parking lot and pool, which is fine, or like the woods, which basically has the street right next to it.
And depending on where you are, you're by that walking path where everybody walks by your room going to Epcot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you took that walking path behind the building. I'm not really sure where your room was situated. But.
So when we stayed there, we walked through the building and went out through the cash side, and we came out at that quiet pool. That's usually where we popped out. If you know.
Oh, yeah, yep, the quiet pool, yep. So and then you just hung a left.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll wait by that like overpass to go over the boardwalk.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, okay, I know where you were. Now on the back side of that building, there's a little walking path where you just take it, and you're basically in the back of the Beach Club villas.
Oh, okay.
And then you take a left, and you're basically right at Epcot. But you're walking past people's rooms, like people who just have the patio.
Oh, yeah.
You're out there having and you're literally like, you almost feel guilty. You don't want to look too much because you'd be just staring right into their
just
glass sliding door.
Right there, yeah.
Right there.
But I love the proximity. I'm thinking one of the nice things when we did stay there and going into Epcot is we just bounced in and out, back and forth a ton of times, being that close. And being able to do that with Magic Kingdom at Bay Lake and, with Beach Club doing that at Epcot, you can't go wrong with that. And they're both really nice resorts. Obviously, there's other choices over there. You could have just as easy of a time, potentially, but I really like those two's proximity to the parks. And also you have Hollywood Studios easily available. And Animal Kingdom is a bus ride, and no matter which way you slice it, no matter where you stay, Animal Kingdom's a bus ride. So
depending on where you stay, you might need to get on a short commuter flight.
That's true. And Bay Lake Tower is one of those resorts. You cannot get any further from Animal Kingdom Lodge and the Magic Kingdom. So no, there's no direct flights
between
Magic Kingdom and it. You have to lay over in Newark to get there, I think.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to have to go from Orlando like those new Southwest airline flights. You're going to go from Bay Lake Tower to Newark International Airport to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, exactly.
Total travel time of 18 hours.
To go on Everest and turn around and go back to the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I would do for my split for the park heavy trip.
So I agree with you. I'm pro Bay Lake. But there's a close second. I like the Polynesian.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Because the Polynesian just reeks Disney and Magic Kingdom. It's just OG, is it not? I mean, there's something special about, like, even when you're not staying there, just hanging out in that lobby. After you've been tired, you run over there on the monorail and just walk around and get a Dole Whip, check out the lobby. It's just, nothing says Magic Kingdom, I don't think, more than... I mean, the tower, the A-frame at the Contemporary is OG, but...
Right. I don't disagree with you. I was just thinking it's a lot easier to walk than wait for the monorail or take a boat over.
I had Bay Lake as 1, too, but I figured I'd just do a 1A.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think they're very similar. I think Bay Lake is by far the most conducive resort. I like the Grand Floridian, too, because it does have the walking path.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because I'm anti-monorail because it just gets so crowded. So I just assume walk or take boat transportation.
Yeah.
I don't care if it goes from the Grand up to Polynesian back to Magic Kingdom. I'm in no hurry getting to these parks, so it's no big deal. But
Yeah, I agree with that. And where you staying? Where you going to on your second half? Was that your first one, or are you going there second?
yeah, no, that'll be my first one. I'm the same
Start
way.
at
I
the
want
Poly. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to one of our new loves, and that's Boardwalk.
Okay.
Same reason why you pick Beach Club. I just think it's a little closer to Hollywood Studios. You can walk. I mean, you can walk to Hollywood Studios from Beach Club, but it's a much further walk.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just you like the rooms there, don't
They're
you?
nice, very nice.
I think the rooms are nice. I think the lobby's been growing on me. I just love the activities and just the people watching and sitting down on those Adirondack chairs in the back of the lobby and just watching kids play football. Over on that lawn where they do Movie Under the Stars. Like they did so many activities that the kids are doing over there.
I'm a little surprised you didn't say Riviera, because you have the access to the skyline, or even closer to Hollywood.
It is a very, very, very good resort for that too, because I would argue to say that is the most convenient resort to get to Hollywood Studios, because you have to take the Skyliner.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's quick to Hollywood Studios, and it's really quick because it's just that no stops to Epcot.
Yeah, it's quicker to Hollywood Studios than to Epcot. Epcot's kind of a longer flight, if you will.
Yeah, the problem is you do have to connect at Caribbean
Right.
Beach, and depending on the crowd levels,
Yeah, you might have to get
it could
off.
be a little
Yeah.
bit.
But still very easy. That's why, that was one of the reasons for Beach Club for me, is walking to the Skyliner makes it a little easier to get to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Boardwalk. Because then you're walking, like, away from it to get to the Skyliner, or you're walking to, you could take the walking path, which I do like a lot. Or the boat.
I do.
Obviously.
And the other nice thing about the Skyliner to Hollywood is you don't have to stop at Riviera. So you just tell them I'm going to Hollywood Studios, and okay,
Yeah, straight through.
you just continue on to Caribbean Beach. So I love those those Epcot resorts, don't you?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
And we never talk about Yacht Club because it's non-DVC, but oh my God, do I love Yacht
I know
Club.
you're a big fan.
It's the adult version of Beach Club.
Sure. Absolutely. I agree with that. No, that's a good choice. I think they make sense. I was going to pick Riviera, and I was like, I better not, because Mike's definitely going to pick it. It's funny that you ended up...
Yeah, but you figured I'd pick it for every category anyways.
That's true. I guess that would be an issue, because if you're at Riviera, you're less likely to leave to go to the parks. Boardwalk, you can leave easier.
That's correct. Yeah, Riviera is always the win, place, and show. It's like, I had to take all three.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. All right, we're going to do a non-park stay, a split stay.
Non-parks day.
This one, do you want to start on this one since I start on the other, or you want me to go first?
You want to go? Let's do a little table tennis. We'll go back and
All
forth.
right.
Do you want me to give your first? You started off. Start off with this category.
So I'm going to start for 3 days, and we're going to start off at Saratoga Springs. And I want to start there. And I'll tell you why, and I can explain it more once you hear my second resort. But I want to start there because, you know, you have access to Disney Springs, and it's relaxing, and you kind of just take in the vibes. You can walk around the resort, enjoy the resort, maybe play some golf. The activity center there is really great. You could do the Surrey bikes. You can rent bikes and drive around. Obviously, Disney Springs is huge. If you're not doing the parks, having the walking access to Disney Springs is fantastic.
Yeah.
And just start off with that vibe on your trip. Those are going to be my first few nights there.
I'm not opposed to it.
What do you have at the beginning of yours?
When we were doing, I'll just piggyback on this. When we were talking about possible resorts for this category, obviously we were talking about Saratoga Springs.
Mm-hmm.
How nice would it be for them to have that spa, to put that spa back in? Because at first, I'm kind of like, well, I get the spa at the Grand Floridian. Riviera doesn't have room, but that would make a lot of sense because those are kind of top echelon resorts. Yeah. Saratoga Springs didn't make a lot of sense. Then I was thinking, I'm like, no, it made a lot of sense because there's mainly adults who stay there.
Yeah, golf and spa together makes perfect sense.
And you have the golf and spa. You have the guys who go off to golf, and the girls go, okay, if you're going to go golfing, then I'm going to go do a spa. It makes so much sense. It's got so many rooms where I need to know if it did well or not.
Obviously it didn't do that well because there's no one.
Right, it hasn't reopened. Yeah. I don't think people knew about it, but I think that they could create so much demand because that is truly just a resort that you go to do nothing.
What else could you put there if instead of keeping it empty? I guess that could be a topic for another show we could do.
Yeah, that could be.
Because I'd love to do
a good Patreon topic.
Like just some kind of activity, like an adult activity center. You have the activity center for the kids where you do tie-dye, but imagine if they had like cooking classes in there or something like that.
That's not a bad idea.
Wine tastings, and you just sign up for these things. They do those painting classes at some of the resorts. Those, like, you know how Fort Wilderness has that one where you paint the wooden signs and you get wine and cheese and stuff? Like, they could have a more heavy schedule of that at Saratoga. That'd be fantastic. So what's the sounds like you're still on the fence about Saratoga being the beginning of your split stay.
Saratoga didn't actually make my list.
Okay, so what did you got? What's the first one on yours?
The first one on mine, I mean, the creme de la creme, Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so much to do there. So much to do. I'm going to have to send you the link. There's actually, see if I can get this girl on. She does have an email address. She has a website that lists all the activities by resorts.
Yeah.
And the times and the days. It's fantastic.
It's amazing that has to be a third-party person that does it.
A third party that does this. Yep. You click on Riviera and it tells you the different painting classes, the different this. Like there are classes that they do at Coronado Springs where I was like, I would spend a weekend there. We were just in Barcelona 2 years ago. They do a Barcelona painting for adults where they do Disney stuff at Barcelona. I'm like, that's freaking perfect. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Riviera, just great restaurants, chill. You could go over to Caribbean, have a drink over at the Banana Cabana. Their wings are fantastic over there. It's just awesome.
Yeah, that's not a bad place to start for sure. And then the second half of my trip, I'm going to go to my other home resort, Animal Kingdom. I think that's a perfect place with the restaurants they have there. You could do the nighttime safari. They have the art tour in the lobby. Just the vibes there are great. Both pools are really good. I like both pools there. I know it's not your favorite, but I really like it.
We'll talk about that if we do honorable mentions.
Right. No, I'm not saying it's going to be everybody's choice, but I think for me, like a split stay between my two home resorts is perfect for just hanging out and doing nothing.
So what you're saying is that you're more of a homer than me, Puss?
Maybe. Although, who knows what your second one could be Grand Floridian, then we're in the same
I'm
boat.
1 for 1 right now. You're 2 for 2.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
Going through the meat of the lineup, this is like Ramirez and Ortiz back in like 06.
Yeah, with these Punch and Judy 260 hitters who just were gorillas in the postseason. Yeah. Who's Mark Bellhorn? Guy's got more home runs in this game than he did in his career.
Right, exactly.
I do like Animal Kingdom Lodge. That's probably the only resort that's kids and adults.
I agree with that.
You can make an argue for both, can you not?
It's great with kids, but you could be totally upscale. Hang out at the Victoria Falls bar. That's such a nice bar. Quiet.
Arguably the best bar on property. Arguably the best. I say Riviera is the best food and beverage, but you could make a case for Animal Kingdom, and I'd probably agree with you.
I mean, having a nice dinner
in the Grand Floridian.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think they're the top 3 food and beverage, but yeah, they've got great signature, the best buffet, very unique quick service. Yep. And after getting food poisoning at Sanaa, that place is growing on.
That's a good sign. It can win you back.
Yeah. I actually went back and tried it.
What's the second half of your stay?
This is going to be a head scratcher. It's Fort Wilderness.
I'm not that surprised.
There is so much that Susie and I want to do there.
Yeah.
We want to go kayaking. We want to do the horseback riding again. There's so many freaking activities that we want to do.
Just having the golf cart and riding around. You could do that for 6 hours.
Yep. We bring Rhodey, so
Right.
it's just chill. We're not worried about him with the pet sitter. Not that we have to worry about it, but it's just he's with us. It's just the cabins are beautiful. There's a million activities to do, like you said, just with the golf cart.
Yeah, the archery they have there.
Mm-hmm.
You know. The food and bev isn't the best there outside of Hoop-de-Doo, but it's not terrible.
No, it isn't. But then it forces you to cook.
That's true. Yep.
Now you do a split stay, and now you're just going to I'm just going to cook because you've eaten garbage staying at your first resort.
True. And then you just
Not garbage, but you've been out to eat, eating quick serves.
right, and then you grill or cook in the
Getting a gelato at Riviera. Yeah, now you're grilling a nice steak and asparagus.
That's true. My only downfall with Fort Wilderness is the pool. The pools there aren't up to snuff.
You're right. And I went to their main pool. I kind of like the main
Yeah.
pool. Maybe because it was chill.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying that it's like it's not like a Motel 6. It's not like the pool we hung out at the Clarion main gate where you were watching people drive into the liquor store from the corner.
Did we go in? We didn't go. Did we go in?
Oh,
that
we were
pool?
in the pool. When Schaefer got
We
there,
did go
we were
in.
in the pool when Schaefer arrived. Me and you, we were like...
we were very young and
the
stupid. Now we're both just old and stupid.
We might have actually been in the hot tub, which might be worse than being in the pool.
I think we had a discussion later on at the potential stuff that was on our body.
That sounds about right.
About 9 beers into it.
I think you and Mike Venmo'd me each $13 for the room. 'Cause it was $39.
Did we? Or did you just even say, like, don't bother?
I think I said it's not even worth it.
I think you did. I think you said, like, buy the beer or whatever. Yeah. It was, like, really, because it was, like, what do I owe you? And, like, don't even bother. Just, like, buy me, like, lunch or a beer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so minuscule. Like, you.
It was literally $39.
And you know what? It wasn't a bad place. The only thing that concerned me was when I went to my car and it said, like, remember it said, like, to bring somebody with you or don't leave
No,
car
it said
unattended,
we cannot
like,
be responsible for any valuables you leave in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I asked one of you to escort me like I was like a college girl going back to my dorm room at 2 a.m. Like, one of you guys want to come down with me? It was so shady, wasn't it?
The room was fine.
The room was fantastic. The room was
actually great, yeah. But the hotel itself was a little sketchy, yeah.
You'd see the homeless people walking through the parking lot with their trash bags.
Mm-hmm. We were next to that supermarket that had like the Panama Jack stuff in it.
That market was so good because didn't we say there was a vlogger? Didn't we realize like later there was a vlogger?
Yeah, it was
vlogger.
It was Adam the Woo, R.I.P. did a video from there.
Was he there?
Not while we were there, but he did. We saw a video of it after. Like we were looking up that supermarket, and a video of his came up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because he did like the I-4 or whatever that is over there. That stretch of the road, he went into all the gift shops.
Yes, that's right. Because that's what I remember. I'm like, oh, because there was a lot of. It was a beautiful market.
That was nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they sold some cool things. It was a beautiful market, from what I remember. And then the liquor store was right next door. And were we able to walk, or did we just take my car over there just because we didn't want to end up getting hit?
I think we drove because you
stoplights.
couldn't get. You would have to jump the fence or like walk on the main road. So I think we just drove real quick.
Yeah.
A little off topic there. So that's not bad though. Fort Wilderness, I get it. That makes sense. Especially as a local, you could bring Rhodey with you. That's a huge advantage. Yeah. I know we've talked about that a lot. See, for me, as someone traveling, when I'm doing a non-park, I want to like be focused on the pools and the restaurants. So Fort Wilderness wouldn't be high on my list for that, for those reasons. But
understood.
But I don't have any problem staying there. I think it's a cool resort to stay at, for sure.
Yeah, you definitely want to stay there someday if at all possible.
Yeah, the two you said I want to stay at, and I can't book either one of them.
That does suck. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I mean, I think Boulder Ridge is great for hanging out. I know it's close to Magic Kingdom. It's a Magic Kingdom area resort. But I think Boulder Ridge is great just to chill. The vibes there are fantastic. Great lobby. Decent food. Not my favorite food and beverage event of the places, but it's not bad. It's manageable. And the rooms are gorgeous.
Yeah.
The pools are
nice. Yeah,
nice.
The rooms are really nice. They did a hell of a job with that refurbishment.
I just love the vibes there. I like being able to hang out in the lobbies at those. If I'm chilling on a few days, like having a nice lobby is really important.
I'm with you. Saratoga was on us. Saratoga's always on our lists as far as whatever category we're going to talk about. Other than the bus situation, there is an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
But that's why it makes it such a great chill resort.
Exactly. I agree with that. Anything else on this topic, or do you want to talk for a minute about your resale stuff you were asking about?
Yeah, we can talk about our resale stuff.
All right, what'd you have to say?
So you saw how I sent you that screenshot that I was tagged in that DVC fan group?
Yeah, before the contract was even... Did you direct message somebody?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Were you thinking I was going
I mean,
to?
it wouldn't be the worst move. Be like, hey, before you push it live, let me know. I'd love to make an offer on it.
I was just going to email Derek and just have it just be like a pocket listing.
Well, that's essentially what I was...
It doesn't even need to go... Yeah, it doesn't need to go on MLS. Yeah. Just, if it's fair, just give me the first shot and we'll be done with this and wrap it up.
Right, exactly.
Which I still might do. I might just email Derek. That was a gorgeous... You know how many points I need?
38.
I need... So, we did have a meeting this evening on our dog walk, and for 3 nights in a 1-bedroom, it's 31 a night. I need 93. It's 93 points.
Yeah.
For 3 nights in a 1-bedroom in September. I need about 47 points if we wanted to do this every other year.
Yeah.
And she agreed she'd like to do it every other year because do Palm Springs, do Vegas, do Tahoe, do San Francisco, do a Disney cruise.
West Coast one or Alaska or something.
West Coast Disney cruise. That could be our Hawaii starting point. Every other year. Fantastic. Okay, so we need about 47 to 50 is perfect. I don't need 51. She agreed that, remember when we had the conversation about how I can get in at the 7-month?
Yeah.
At certain times of the year, but it's super expensive. She kind of likes having the 11-month at Grand Cal because now we get the plan. Because 7 months is difficult if you want to put together other things. If we know every other year we're going in September, now we're already looking at what do we want to do.
That's true. Yeah.
So she likes the 11-month booking window. I'm not going to argue with her. You know what she did say though? She goes, if we only have a few points at Grand Cal, you're going to want another contract. You need a 4th, don't you? Like, she totally gets it. Because the 4th is sleep around. Or the 3rd is sleep around and the 4th is Grand Cal, whatever comes first.
Yeah. I know. That doesn't mean she approves it. She just is already thinking of your next move.
Completely understands it.
That's why I think you need to get the sleep around points before you get the Grand Cal.
Like I said, whatever comes first, whatever. If that 50 pointer in June for around 260 comes up, I gotta go.
But honestly, you don't care what the use year is for the Grand Cal. That doesn't really matter.
Not necessarily. It just makes it easier.
No, I know, but it's really, if you're only going to use it for out there, it really doesn't matter what the use.
They got a 150 pointer out there, but it's like 290. I'm not paying 290.
No, it's too many points.
There has to be a 6. Like the Price is Right, there has to be a 6 after the 2.
Yeah.
Remember that game where you had to pick all the numbers for
Price
the car?
Is Right,
yeah. Yeah, there's got to be a 6 after that too.
Go higher or lower? Higher. It's higher. I don't know. I just think you write that check for the Grand Cal and she might just say, all right, we're good. But if you get that,
and you just reset the clock. You reset.
But if you get that's what I mean. If you get 100, 150 Saratoga,
I understand.
And then that Grey Cow comes up, you still have carte blanche on that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's definitely being sneaky, but I think it's your best course forward.
You got to have you. I mean, you look at your portfolio, and you basically have half of your assets in Disney Vacation Club. There is not a broker out there who's gonna be okay with that.
No, that's true.
Like if you're given like your list of properties and assets, you have to leave Disney Vacation Club off, or else this guy's gonna what is this? Was it 75,000? Are these timeshares?
Well, it's not. I plead the fifth. You all of a sudden you turn into Rafael Palmeiro in front of Congress.
Yes.
Oh man, I mean. I love spending your money almost as much as you love spending mine, so I say you got to get that sleeper on points before you go after a Grand Cal. I think that order is very important for you in the long term.
That's fair enough. But you saw those little small boardwalks that I was sending you.
Those are yeah, but you don't need that.
I don't. I really do, because I don't. I like the 11-month, but when I say a boardwalk, those are always last minutes.
Right. Little ones don't do you any good because you end up paying a lot in closing costs. If you need 150 points, you should just get them all in one shot.
I agree.
Anything else you want to mention here, or should we bring things home?
No. We'll bring things home. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show, info@addictedtodvc.com. And join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in sunny Southwest Florida. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.